Discover yourself, who you are, what you can do in your life. Let's ask from brain to think and talk to act accordingly.
In today's Python tutorial we will learn inheritance in Python. We will see Introduction to Inheritance, examples of inheritance, how to use inheritance in your Python programming, and in last we will repeat all the things that we learn in this video. First, inheritance in Python. You might be thinking, what is inheritance? Let's see what is inheritance. Inheritance allows us to define a class that inherits all the methods and properties from another class. In inheritance we have a parent class and a child class. A parent class is the class being inherited from, also called base class. And a child class is the class that inherits from another class, also called derived class. Let's see some metaphors about inheritance or the real-life examples. In metaphor 1 you can see properties are coming from parent to two of its childs, and from childs the properties are going forward towards grandchilds. In second metaphor you can see there is father whose properties are coming towards his son and his daughter. This how inheritance work in our code as well. There are 5 types of inheritance in Python. First, single inheritance. Second, multiple inheritance. Third, multi-level inheritance. Fourth, hierarchical inheritance. And last, hybrid inheritance. Let's discuss the types of inheritance. Starting from single inheritance. Single inheritance enables a derived class to inherit properties from a single parent class, thus enabling code reusability and the addition of new features to existing code. The given image is the visual representation of single inheritance. Multiple inheritance. When a class can be derived from more than one base class, this type of inheritance is called multiple inheritances. In multiple inheritances, all the features of the base classes are inherited into the derived class. The given image is the visual representation of multiple inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. In multi-level inheritance, features of the base class and the derived class are further inherited into the new derived class. This is similar to a relationship representing a child and a grandfather. The given image is the visual representation of multi-level inheritance. Hierarchical inheritance. When more than one derived class are created from a single base, this type of inheritance is called hierarchical inheritance. In this program, we have a parent, base, class and 2 child, derived, classes. The given image is the visual representation of hierarchical inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. Inheritance consisting of multiple types of inheritance is called hybrid inheritance. The given image is the visual representation of hybrid inheritance. We can achieve inheritance in our programming by 2 functions, or we can say by 2 ways. First one is using INIT function in our code. And second one is by using super function. Let's see what is init function. We have to add init function in child class. A thing to be noticed is that the init function is called automatically every time the class is being used to create a new object. This is the code level example of init function. When you add the init function, the child class will no longer inherit the parent's init function. One thing to notice is that the child's init function overrides the inheritance of the parent's init function. To keep the inheritance of the parent's init function, add a call to the parent's init function. Now let's give a glance at the super function. Python also has a super function that will make the child class inherit all the methods and properties from its parent. The super function works same as init function but with some difference. By using the super function, you do not have to use the name of the parent element. It will automatically inherit the methods and properties from its parent. This is a thing to notice, that super function inherit parent methods automatically. This thing differentiates superfunction from init function. In this video tutorial we learned basic definition of inheritance. Classes that are being used to perform inheritance at code level. We learned about functions through we can achieve inheritance such as init and superfunction. We learned the types of inheritance. We saw examples of both the functions clearly. In a nutshell, we covered the basic aspects of inheritance in Python. Thank you for watching. See you in the next tutorial.